Honestly, love SheGlam or not, last year I think they killed it. The quality of makeup and how it wears, lasts, looks on the skin, and for the price point, unbelievable. So this is going to be a full face of my favorites, and also I was going to do a couple of these videos, but I'm going to combine these two, but also some new products that I haven't tried from them before. Picking one primer was actually really hard, you know, because honestly I love SheGlam's primers. SheGlam Glacier Glow and the Good Grip Hydrating. I think this is the hydrating one. There is one that's like a turquoisey blue, and then there's this one. I think I might actually use this one because I've never tried it before. Take a wee bit of this. So much I actually have a wee nosy and see what the difference is between this one and the other Good Grip Hydrating Primer. Oh, that feels nice actually. It's actually thinner in consistency than what I thought it was. Usually these sticky primers are quite thick, you know, to obviously have that stick and tack. Nothing will beat this foundation. This is honestly one of the nicest, most full coverage foundations you'll ever actually try, if that's your thing. But back to this primer. And to see this bit of hair is killing me. This is the worst thing about having a fringe and layers whenever you plait your hair. But yeah, I actually really like this because, can you see that it's actually not that sticky on the skin? Like, this is dealable, you know, the other types of primers like this, like they're so sticky, like people are like sticking things to their face. Yeah, this isn't sticking at all. So yeah, I quite like that, so I'll definitely be trying that again. But this is the foundation balm. I'm gonna start applying this with a brush, and then I'll finish off my blend with a sponge. This is honestly one of the most full coverage foundations that I have in my collection, and it just makes the skin look absolutely flawless without making it look cakey and too heavy on the skin. And then finishing off my how I look at this in my viewfinder, I'm gonna just giggle, so be warned. So now finishing off my blend with my sponge. Oh yeah, talking about my hair, actually I should have maybe addressed this at the start of the video, I'm sorry, but the last time I had my hair like this in a YouTube video, I got dragged to filth. I had a couple of people in the comments, you know how it is. People were just kind of coming for me because I have my hair in plaits. I just want to address the fact that I just have my hair like this in plaits because I like the kinkiness of it. It's basically my version and my way of doing like heatless curls and waves, because nothing else seems to work for me, okay? So I really do hope that I'm not disrespecting anybody. It's not my intention, it never is, it never will be. But I just have my hair in plaits like this to give me like that kinky look and effect to my hair. Don't get me wrong, I will never go out looking like this. Like, just to obviously be respectful of anybody, no matter what your opinions are on plaits or braids or whatever you want to call them. I call them plaits because that's what they are to me. They're plaits. But I just wanted to address it just in case anybody's kind of coming for me again in the comments, that I will obviously be taking these out. But just going to give you another wee close-up of that foundation. I absolutely love the finish that it gives with the brush, but I find finishing off, pressing that foundation into the skin with a sponge just gives like an even more flawless look and finish to the skin. But isn't it absolutely flawless? Because it's that balmy texture, it's so creamy and easy to blend, and it just has like the most beautiful like dew to the skin. I wouldn't necessarily say it's glowy or overly glowy, but it just has like a really nice satin glow to the skin. I'm sure you've seen this coming. So this is the Complexion Boost Concealer, and you definitely see a wee bit of a pattern forming here. See, if you're somebody who is a certified cake face, for somebody that actually likes to wear makeup, you're going to absolutely love SheGlam products, because whenever they tell you that something is full coverage and full glam, they mean it. Like, they definitely know what they're doing when it comes to creating full coverage products. Of course I go for the lightest shade of this, so that's obviously what I like in a concealer. I don't think I'll ever grow out of it. I just love a really bright under eye, and this is the type of concealer that provides everything for me. It's given me the full coverage that I love. The finish of it, how it looks, how it lasts, how it wears on the skin is absolutely beautiful. It's flawless. The finish of it, again, I feel is actually very similar to the foundation. It's that really nice like satin to natural look and finish to the skin. Show me a better concealer for the price of this that is going to give you this coverage, look and finish on the skin. And of course with the foundation as well, they're just, all these products are just so compatible with each other. I did actually notice that they have recently just launched like proper cream bronzers, but I don't actually have them yet, so I'm going to use another shade of the Balm foundation. So this is in the shade Camel. I know it is quite dark, but the purpose of this is for cream bronzer. So as you can see, I have only took the tiniest wee bit out of this, and it's obviously because it's so pigmented and you don't need a lot. I feel also as well, because these products are so highly pigmented, a little does go a long way. So not only are you getting or paying so little for amazing, fantastic products, but they're going to last such a long time as well, because you just don't need a lot. So taking this on a stippling brush, I'm going to apply and blend just as I go, and I mean boop boop, because that's all you're going to need. And obviously this, because this is a foundation, obviously the same applies to how the product is going to look and sit on the skin. This is tickling me every time. I have quite a lot of cream blushes here because, oh, I forgot about them ones. I actually got this new. I've been looking at this colour for quite some time. It is relatively new this year. It's in the shade Orange Pale. I think they just released this shade on its own, but it's a bright orange. This is absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's really, really up my street. Any of the cream blushes I've tried from SheGlam, just they hit, absolutely killed their formula. So there's these like Orbit Lunar Balls. I was going to use this because this colour is stunning. And then these, I just lifted these out to show you them because of the packaging, and also the formula in them is just as beautiful. But look how cute these are. You know what I mean? And I think they're like a couple of quid each. You can't go wrong really. They're absolutely stunning. This one's giving Valentine's Day. Ah, yummy. Okay, right, so stop immediately. If you've seen yesterday's video with the Morphe blush, this was the brush I was using. So I think that's where I'm getting most of the pigment. So I'm just going to use a clean brush to really buff and blend that out. If you're going to try any of the SheGlam blushes, I do highly recommend these wee blushes here to start off with, because the amount of colours and shades that they have, you're spoiled for choice. These are just very beginner friendly because they just melt like butter into the skin. They're seamless, absolutely seamless. The consistency in the formula is very, I want to say it's nearly very liquidy and watery, but looks absolutely flawless on the skin. And again, satin finish. There is obviously different finishes, by the way. There's like matte finishes, ones with shimmer in them. It doesn't actually say what one this is though, it just says Orange Pale Colour Bloom Liquid Blush. But you see how beautiful that blends into the skin, and it's not too intense, it's not too overpowering. It's just a nice wee flush blush of colour on the cheeks, and you can build this up if you want to. So just to show you, I'm going to go in with a wee bit more. This is highly unnecessary, but oh well. And it doesn't uplift any of the other underlying product. You can see how nicely that's building up and blending on top of the already nearly dried down product. They're just so good. They're so good. I quickly set with this press powder. It's the Skin Focus High Coverage Foundation Powder. So it's in kind of the same family, I want to say, as the foundation stick and the foundation balm. So this is the powder foundation version, but I just like to use this to set my under eyes, just mainly my T-zone, before I go in with another loose powder to further set and bake. And this is in the shade Linen. One thing I love about SheGlam's products is the fact that in all of their complexion categories, they have the same shades for each product. So for example, the lightest shade in the powder is Linen. The lightest shade in the concealer, this concealer, is Linen. And then in the pot concealer, the lightest shade they have is Linen. So it just makes it so much easier to actually select your shades throughout the collections. Insta Face and Under Eye Setting Powder. This is in the shade Bisque. So this is the powder that has the pressed powder on top and then the loose on the bottom. I'm not the biggest fan of the pressed powder on top, mainly because of the shade. The formula of it's fine, but the colour is white. Whereas the powder is kind of like a nudie peach. So I don't know why the pressed powder to match on top is white. Like you would think it would be the same colour, like that peachy colour. This is new, I've never tried it before, from SheGlam. It's the Locked In Setting Spray. Oh, I'm gonna have this done in no time. Do you know, the mist, is this really a complaint? The mist is that fine that I can barely feel it on my skin, and I'm feeling as if it's actually, yeah, the mist is that fine that it's not even, I'm barely even feeling it on my skin. So I have just received a PR package from Colourpop. Sorry, excuse me. I wore my coat because I had to go outside and get it. I just received this PR package from Colourpop, right? And I was thinking, oh my god, it's the new Twilight collection. Yes, that can be tomorrow's video. Lifted it. Is there anything even in this box? Colourpop, is this a joke? This came the whole way from LA. That is such a waste of packaging. Or just, what? That is just bizarre. So, what's next? I actually don't have any blush or bronzer from SheGlam that I actually like. And I don't even own any actually, so I'm just going to use what I have. But I do have this Lunar Glow highlighter. Oh, that feels really smooth actually. I don't usually like to wear a lot of highlight these days. That's why I prefer to have a glow in my blush, so I don't need to go on with another product such as highlighter to get a glow. So I'm just going to take a wee bit. Oh, interesting. Probably won't be able to see it though, but I think there's actually a bit of a pink tinge off it. Okay, so this is going to be a giggle, if nothing else. I have nothing for the eyes apart from this palette that I use all the time. Anytime I'm using or doing like a SheGlam video, I use this palette because it's the only palette from SheGlam that I have. I might actually use this palette as a wee bit of a transition, but I was also thinking of doing a bit of a chrome eyeliner situation using other products. So again, sorry. I'm going to take this as my transition, and this is the Afterglow palette. Just popping that all over the lid and up into the crease. Going into the dark brown. I'm going to do a wee bit of smoking out at the outer corner, starting off with this wee petite blending brush. I'm not going to come the whole way into the inner corner, but just kind of halfway over. And then when I get to the outer corner, I'm going to thicken the shadow that I'm applying and start winging it out. This is the strangest eyeliner ever. I don't actually use it all that often. I did buy this myself thinking that this was going to be great, but it's the Pro Flex angled eyeliner, so you can see that it goes off to the side. I can see and I can understand where they were going with this, but it's just like whenever I'm doing a wing or my eyeliner, I like to kind of move the actual eyeliner, but because this is at an angle, this is like moving in different angles then. Does that make sense? Applying a wee bit of this quite tight to the lash line. It just kind of defines the lash line a wee bit better. We'll apply a wee bit of glitter, so using the glitter topper. So as I say, I have Honey Drip and Frost. Oh, that's Honey Drip. Look how reflective that is. And these are obviously looking extremely intense. Whereas I would say if I clean off my finger and just, you know, apply a wee bit, you're just getting the speckles of glitter. So I feel like they're quite a very versatile product in the fact that you can have them really intense like this, or like a nice wee subtle sheen. Even still, that's far too much. I'm just wanting the tiniest wee bit of sparkle. So finishing off the eyes, I'm going to speed through this because it's using other products from other brands. So I have these chrome eyeliners from Kaleidos. Yeah, I'll use this one. This is so gross right now. That looks so cool in person. And then to match the green chrome on the waterline, I'm gonna go in with this palette here from Flower Nose and take this shimmery green and pop this in the inner corner. See, bit of hair still killing me. You can definitely see the green a wee bit better now, but anyway, moving on, I've also applied a wee pair of half lashes. Now for lips, this is the Lip Wax lip liner in the shade So So Lucky. This is my current favourite. This colour especially, I must go on and get some other shades of this, but it's the formula especially that I love about these. This is the Lip Haze, so it's a soft haze lip blur. The name of the product is a wee bit deceiving, but I feel like maybe once you kind of get the hang of it about what it's all about, that's going to kind of start to make sense, because I was so confused about it the first couple of times I used it. So it's really watery and wet, nearly like a lip tint, but then it dries down completely, and the finish gives off like, it's nearly like a cloud-like blur, like a matte lip basically, you know, like a moussey lips texture, soft matte lip cream from NYX type of look on the lips. That's what it gives, and that's the finish that it has. But as you can see, it's so wet and liquidy and watery even. So this is what I mean about my hair. I know you can buy heat tools to actually create this look, but if I can do it with just plaits and heatless and damage free, like this is the way I'm gonna do it. Like I just love the volume that it gives my hair as well. This is the finished makeup look. Of course guys, I'll have everything linked listed down below in the description box for you, and I'll see you in my next one.